going to work on this cabinet today. I've always wanted to do one of these with the shutter in the front. You know, you find these old shutters and you just don't really know what to do with them. And I've always wanted to put one on the front of a cabinet, but I didn't have the right piece of furniture. I finally found a cabinet at a secondhand store, I think, and it had like a new door on it. And my husband cut down the shutter, put this beautiful old shutter on here. This is old. It's got square nail heads. We actually glued the, what are they called? Slats, I guess. We glued the slats in this little lever so it wouldn't be flapping, and put hinges on it, and I've got a beautiful little cabinet that I think will be really nice in someone's kitchen or wherever. My plan is to do a beachy look. I'm going to do a base coat with Deb's DIY paint in weathered wood. I've used this before as a base coat and it's super nice. So we'll go ahead and do that. I'm going to get this repositioned on my sawhorses so it's easier to work on. I haven't decided yet which color I'm going to put on the top, but we'll get there. We'll see what happens when I start it. So thanks for being here. Shutter door off because I'm not sure that I want to do, I like the patina on it, so I'm not sure that I want to paint it. Maybe I'm gonna add a little bit of white, I'm not sure. The door is gonna be a different color, I know that. But what I'm gonna do now is just clean the inside. It's a little bit dusty and it also has some crud in there, and you know, someone will probably use this for a little dry goods pantry or something. So I'm gonna use a little bit of crud cutter and just give it a quick little clean. I always forget to tie my hair back. I'm probably gonna have weathered wood in my hair. But will I stop and go get a rubber band? No, I won't. I'll just keep going. It's just how I am. So I painted the inside with Apothecary. I love this color. I figure you guys wouldn't miss watching me do that. It's kind of a boring, painful process to paint the inside of a cabinet. So because this is clay-based paint, it will need a top coat because it'll need to be washed out if it's being used as a pantry. So I'll be using Big Top on this, which is a nice satin type finish by DIY. Again, no VOCs, fantastic product. So I'm gonna let this dry. I'm gonna put my top coat on there, and then we'll get on to the shutter door color and the outdoor color. I painted the outside of the cabinet with White Swan, which is a nice, almost pure white color. And I wasn't too careful about full coverage because I knew that I would be sanding it back. I decided to put some IOD molding on the shutter. I'm just going to show you the one I'm going to use, this one right here. It's called Classic Designs. I'm just going to point this down. So I thought it would be nice. I mean, this is pretty rustic, but what my plan is to put in both corners one of these, in all four corners, one of those molds. So we're going to show you how that's done. So I like to take a little bit of cornstarch, just kind of brush the mold, knock it out, and I take my clay. This is actually Iron Orchid's air dry clay. It's really nice to work with. I've worked with a bunch of different types and I love this. These newer molds that Iron Orchid Design has made have these wonderful little edges called microblades. See those little edges? So that when you take, press that in there real nice. I use a putty knife. You can use a credit card. Some people like taking this off with their hand, but I like a putty knife. So the microblade edge just makes a nice clean cut. So I'm just going straight across like that, and look at that beautiful edge. we're gonna roll it back. See how nice that is? Put a little bit of carpenter's glue on this, and I am going to, what I like to do is I put a little bit on the back, just like that, just a little bit. Just get the edges. And I will keep this a little bit away from the edges, so when this closes, it doesn't catch. And the wonderful thing about the air dry clay is that if you're going over a curved space, that it will mold to it. So you can use these on clay pots, you can use them on vases, picture frames. So that's what we're gonna do. Should be dry pretty quickly.
I added some weathered wood to the front of the shutter. I realized that I needed to paint the white air clay. So, and knowing that I would be putting some more color on it, I added some Farm Fresh and some Skeleton Key, and decided that I would take a little bit of sandpaper and bring back some of that original color. So you can wet distress with DIY paint beautifully just by reactivating it. I usually let my paint dry about 50% when I want to get it off a curved surface like that. I used clear wax on the whole piece and added a little bit of white wax and dark wax to the corners. I brought it to my vendor space and just love how it came out, and actually it was one of the first pieces that sold. Thank you for watching, and you can find all of these products on thecostlypearl.com.